Senior adults comprise more than 20% of the population in Escambia, Okaloosa, Santa Rosa, and Walton counties. And that percentage is expected to grow to at least 27% in the next 20 years. The University of West Florida's Center for Aging is gathering information to prepare for the future, and your help is needed. Here to tell us how area residents 60 and older can participate in a needs survey is Dr. Lisa Van Warmer. Lisa, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me today.
Well, real quick before we get into the survey, tell us a little bit about the UWF Center for Aging, the organization doing the survey.
The Center on Aging is actually housed in the psychological and behavioral sciences, but it's actually really an interdisciplinary effort that looks at innovative strategies for successful aging. So that's what our university has now really taken as its goal, is to look at education and community partnerships and research to help those who are over 60 years old age successfully.
Well, research is key to any endeavor. Obviously, I mentioned the population projections, but tell us a little bit about, more than that, just why this survey is needed and what you expect to learn from it.
Well, the Department of Elder Affairs had put out a survey in 2004 for the whole state of Florida. And so we were included in that, but there was only about 100 participants from our 4 counties. And we want to really make sure that it's representative. So what are the needs out there of people over the age of 60 in terms of professional services, even all the way to entertainment, not just medical and health. And so what better way than to just ask
Right. Well, how do you see these findings being used?
Well, what we have in October, we're going to have a symposium of all the area agencies that are really interested in some of the aging issues, and it's really a big deal. We live in Florida. We're in the United States. We have the largest population of older adults, so it's really important that we study it here. And so what we'll do is just try to inform the community, this is what is necessary, this is what needs are not being met, and become a resource hub where if you're over the age of 60, you can come to our website and we can help you with whatever stage. If you're into real estate, we can tell you where to find a good real estate broker. So
at that point, like in October, the survey will be completed, and you'll be presenting the findings. And so if people want to have a voice in that conversation, they need to
fill out
one of the surveys now,
Absolutely.
Which actually you were very nice and brought a hard copy here for us. It looks very easy to fill out. Tell us some of the questions that it asks.
It's a short number of questions. Number 1 is the longest question, so once people get past that, the rest is kind of cake. But what we ask is, in the last year, what services have you needed that you haven't been able to get to? And what's really great is, so far, I just looked at the results yesterday, we only have like 5 or 10% that haven't been able to get the medical. So 90% of people are out there being able to at least get the medical services. And then you'll see that, like the entertainment, people aren't ready to get the entertainment or the transportation or dental. So it's been really informative so far. We have about 400 people so far that have taken our survey.
That's great. Well, as I was mentioning earlier, we'll be including the complete survey in our summer issue of Coming of Age magazine that will be out June 15th. But there are ways people can get it now. Just to remind everybody, I think we've got it up on the screen right now, the website and phone number as well.
Right. And if you are an organization, a church, or the Council of Aging has been really great letting us go to their congregate meal sites. And if you have any kind of organization that has older adults regularly, we will come administer a survey, so you can just give our phone number a call and we will come, or it's also available online. So you can go to our website, which is also on the screen right now. You can go to our website and there's a link that will take you, and you can take it right online as well.
Well, what about people's concern with confidentiality? Anytime you're asking questions, some questions may be very general, but some people may consider to be personal questions. Tell us a little bit about the confidentiality, because I think that's key to getting the type of response that you're looking for.
1, your name is nowhere on it unless you want it to be. So we don't have a spot for a name, we have a spot for comments at the end. And I've been working with older adults my whole career, and what I know is that some of them really want to be contacted. They want to have a voice. So if they want to put their name on it at the end and want to be contacted, they'll leave us their phone numbers or their email. Otherwise, it's completely confidential and anonymous. We have no idea who has done the survey. We would never look to find out who had done the survey. And so people can rest assured that none of the information that they've put on there will ever make it back to them. There will be no name associated with the data in any way.
Okay. Well, we mentioned entertainment and services, but there's also some other really unique questions on here, even about their ability to keep in touch with family and friends. driving at night, going to church, grocery shopping even.
Right.
What kind of concerns or what has interested you in the feedback that you've gotten so far that you thought was kind of unique or maybe a little bit of a surprise?
You know what has surprised me is the amount of cell phone usage. So we put technology questions on there, and that's really surprised me how many people are in touch texting with cell phones, and it's really an area that seems to be untapped right now. So what has surprised me is one that the needs are probably not as great as we think they are, which is really, really great. We're doing a great job in our 4 counties in keeping up with some of the things the 60 and over crowd want. But it's been really neat to also see some of the stuff that we've been more attributed to the younger adults. Probably we've just done so erroneously, and I think it's really great to see how successful our older adults really are.
Great. Well, hope they're all watching our YouTube channel.
Me too.
Well, what about like the really basics though? I know transportation and getting to the doctor really is an issue. What do you see maybe some possibilities might be?
You know, it's really a difficult thing for us is that we're just a university, and so we're not going to be able to fix transportation. What we can say is this need is there. Look at all of these people that say the need is there, and then try to work with how we might, you know, we have a lot of faculty, a lot of staff that's really well versed in a lot of areas. So I'm a psychologist, but there are other people who deal with economics and who deal with biology. And so we have the knowledge base. What we just have to do is really form these community partnerships, which is another arm that we have. Form these community partnerships and say this need is there, how can we fix this? Right,
because that's what it's going to take. No one can expect any organization or individual to wave a magic wand and fix something, but by having this input, I think that will impress on organizations and government leaders to say, hey, this is the reality from your constituents.
Exactly.
Well, if someone is making that last decision, do I really want to do this? I don't like to do it. How many questions? Convince them how easy this is, if you don't mind.
Well, like I said, the first question is kind of the longest, and what it is it's just, we call them instrumental activities of daily life. And what we want to know is, are there a lot of things that you are really independent, or are there things that you need help and you just don't know where to find it? So the first question is about what level of help do you need, from none to complete. And once you get past that, the rest is gravy. There's 15 more questions that are choose one, and then there's some demographics that your age, your gender, your marital
it is
status.
very, very helpful. And Lisa, thank you very much for what y'all are doing. It's our pleasure to partnership with you guys and get this information out there, because we do realize how important it is.
Great.
Thank you.